Rachel Ellyn, the Dysfunctional Diva, and this week's life lesson is about controlling change. You know, if you're like me, you're divorced. Maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. And with those divorces come an ex, and a lot of times children. And for the most of us, joint custody or shared custody or some type of arrangement where our children spend time with our former spouse. And a lot of times that means when they come home, they want to rat out their dad. They want to tell you what's bothering them. My dad does this, my mom does that. Okay, now we have to stop and think. Because for the most part, I think most of us would go, oh, tell me more, I want to know. And you get into the drama, and oh, you're bad daddy. Yeah, is there some pieces of unresolved anger and resentment and all of that that's still going on, no matter how long the divorce has been? It's just human nature to hold a little of that back. But what we have to remind ourselves is that we are raising magnificent children. We're raising human beings that are far better than us. That's what our goal is to give our children a better life, have them more secure, more emotionally stable than we were ever. And this is one of those life learning points. So, what do? You listen. That's a big one. You provide a warm, loving, supportive, and open, honest platform for communication with your child. They're not wrong. They have feelings. This is a feeling thing. So, what happens next? After they unload the dirt, you got to coach them through how to handle it. And a lot of this comes with building magnificent human beings. You've got to coach them how to go back to that parent and have an open and honest and loving conversation about what's bothering the child. It starts a dialogue that lifelong will be beneficial to the child. They need those coaches. They need to know how to handle issues. They might not like the behavior, but that's still their father or their mother, and that's someone important in their life, and they have to deal with that. Now, as they grow, there are 2 things I've instructed my children that they have the power or the control over. One is if they don't like that behavior that I do or their dad does, then they have the power of control over their own person. They can make sure that they never do that behavior within their own lives. They can strive very hard to eliminate that behavior pattern that has always bothered them as a child. The second bit is you get to control how much time you spend with an individual. That's your control. Even though you have to love or respect and honor that person, you don't have to spend any time with them. That's your choice. So if a friend of yours is doing something that you don't like, yeah, have that conversation. Yeah, talk about it. And if you don't see a change or if it bothers you to that kind of extreme, choose to not spend time with them. Still honor and value who they are. That's a need in this world. But you don't have to spend time. So for my children, they know. They have a sounding board. They can come talk to me at any point in time about their issues. No matter whether they live with me or they're staying with their father, they're in college, or they've moved off and graduated. I'm still here. I'm always going to be their mom. I'm always going to listen. And then we're always going to have an open and honest discussion about whatever's bothering them. And I get to do the same to them. If something of their behavior bothers me, I get to talk to them about that. That's part of my right as a mom. And as parents, we're raising magnificent children. I know they love me. I know they respect me. I know they honor me. They might not like me sometimes, and that's okay. And they might not want to spend time with me. That's okay. It goes both ways. But we do have to value, and we do have to honor. And as we grow up, we have to realize what we can change and what we can control. And the one person we can control and change is ourselves. It's a good lesson, I think. I hope you're having a brilliant day, and I appreciate you watching these videos. And can I ask one little favor? If you like these, could you go down to that little thumbs up bar on the YouTube and give me a couple more likes? I would appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.